Hey, what's up everybody? Thanks for clicking on the video. This is David Pendleton. I am starting the back nine of the Wild West Tournament, Rookie Division, holes number 10, 11, and 12. Do pick up the eagle on hole number 10 on both of my accounts. Pick up the hole-in-one on hole number 11, and then pick up the eagle on hole number 12, and we'll talk about what we need to do to possibly get that albatross to fall there on hole number 12. So, if you're new to the channel, welcome. Please subscribe. Everybody, please hit the thumbs up. Let's go. Hole number 10. Playing this the same way we have all tournament. 6 top, 1 bar, side spin to the left. Push your club up to max. Make sure that your ball guideline is to the left-hand side of the bunker. Here, we're going to make our pull for our elevation and wind. Then we're going to flip back around and we're going to push our club back up to max so that we get the distance needed to clear the rough. OP, little bit of curl to the left. Perfect ball. Gets us right where we want to go for shot number 2. Shot number 2 will be pretty simple. As long as you execute the drive, you're going to be able to go full top spin. You're going to be able to go 1 bar of side spin to the left, okay? Remember, we do need that bar of side spin to the left because this green, as you can tell, does slope from left to right. So without that side spin, you could miss this one by a fraction to the right-hand side, which would stink. Nothing to see here other than the drop for eagle, okay? Now, let's go to hole number 11, par 3. We're going to pause here for a second because if you don't understand what pull angles are, I'm going to explain it to you very briefly. We're going to go minus 5% at mid, and then we're going to pull with an 1159 pull angle. I want you to go 3 bars of side spin to the right combined with 1 bar of backspin. 1 back, 3 right, just like that. Find your landing position, which is the green ring right here on the rough line, with the ball guideline to the left-hand side of the flag stick, okay? Now we're going to make our pull, and this is where the 1159 pull angle is going to come into play. If you ever hear somebody talk about pull angle like 1159 or 1201, and you've never understood what that means, I'm going to tell you right now. Okay, so when you adjust for elevation and wind in this game, we normally get the arrow to blow north, okay? So as you can see here, this arrow, for the most part, is blowing north. That would be just like reading a clock. That would be 12 o'clock, okay? On this particular shot, I want you to go 1159. So what does that mean? That means instead of having the arrow blow perfectly north, we want it to just flicker north to north left, okay? We want to completely eliminate the arrow jumping to this side of the screen at all. So in this game, the wind arrow, it moves around. It flickers back and forth. It never sits perfectly still. When we pull our shots, we want to make sure that instead of blowing perfectly north, it's flickering just like this to the left-hand side. We're completely eliminating the flicker from north to right, okay? Completely eliminating that part of the game. By doing so, we're going to control where the ball goes at. You can see here that I do sneak it into the right-hand side of the cup. Now, let me show you a different wind strength here. Oh, it's on the same replay. Show you a different wind strength here. This is going to be 3.6 miles per hour, okay? So 3.6 miles per hour, same spin, 1 back, 3 bars of side spin to the right. You're going to notice here that my 1159 is a little bit more aggressive. That's because the wind is a lot higher on this shot. Now, we're not going to go too crazy with it, but look at my needle there. Notice how it's really not even north anymore. See how it's going to just be really facing the left-hand side of the green, or of the screen when it flickers back and forth? I hope this is making sense. I think it will, but that's kind of needed on this shot. And then here we go, a little bit more dead center there because a little bit more of the flicker to the left. All right, hole number 12, par 5, 0% max, 6 top, 1.5 side spin to the left. You're going to see here we're playing this the same way we have all tournament, getting the ball guideline to go down the middle of the fairway. And I just spilt my energy drink everywhere. You probably heard it fall over. All right, my shot here, minus 5% at minimum. I want you to try minus 10%, okay? So the wind is blowing from right to left, which means when we pull our shot, we're going to be pulling to the right-hand side of the screen, right? Minus 5% means we're not pulling as many rings as we normally would. We're essentially playing this shot uphill. Now you're going to notice here that in very, very low wind, 2.3 mile per hour, we're going to pull very slight rings, okay? It's less than 2 rings. It's like 1.7 or 1.8, something like that. And we still miss this to the right-hand side, which means we over-adjusted our shot. We need to pull less rings or add some side spin. The thing that I don't like about adding side spin is it's a decent amount of room from the rough all the way to the hole. It'll be just a little bit harder to gauge what you need to do. I would just change the elevation to minus 10%, which will make us pull even less rings and try to get that ball into the hole. I should also note you could easily play this hole with a Titan. I thought that whenever I originally looked at the game that I was going to get a headwind angle. I did not get a headwind angle. I got almost a perfect crosswind. So you could easily play this hole with the Titan as well. That's holes 10, 11, and 12. I have to get to my job, but I will have all the holes up around lunchtime for me, which is within the next 5 or 6 hours, okay? Maybe a few holes before then. Thanks, everybody.